Okay, hello everyone. We continue here in Raleigh, North Carolina, in the third day of the 2025 PSA Annual Meeting. And today we are with...
Yeah, my name is Taiwo Alabi, and I'm a student from University of Kentucky here in the United States. So I came from the PSA Annual Meeting in North Carolina, Raleigh.
Okay, great. Okay, can you speak a little bit about your professional and academic background?
Okay, so thank you. I have an animal science background and I major in poultry nutrition. So I major in poultry nutrition and broiler chicken. So currently my study is on laying hen, and I'm looking at the effect of heat stress on laying hen. And I have two of my study that I presented in this PSA meeting. One was a poster presentation that I did on Monday, and I did an oral presentation yesterday. So the poster presentation was to look at the effect of heat stress on performance and egg quality parameter in laying hen. And yesterday was to look at the effect of heat stress and bed strain on blood gas parameter and electrolyte balance in laying hen. So those are the two of my research that I present at the PSA.
Okay, can you explain a little more about your presentation?
Okay, so thank you. The poster that I had on Monday, it was an interesting one. So, and the study, like I mentioned, is to look at the effect of cyclic heat stress on laying hen. We look at the effect of cyclic heat stress and bed strain on performance and egg quality parameters. So we look at two strain of laying hens. So we have the brown and the white. So and we use the genetic strain of the I line. So we have the I line W36 white and the H1 line brown. So and the concept is one of the global things that we have all over the world now is the global warming. Weather do changes. We have hot climates everywhere. And one of the problems that the laying hen face when there is, we call it summer in the United States, when there is high in temperature, you see this spread they find it so difficult for them to maintain and what we call homeostasis, that's thermoregulatory. Because laying hen, they are not like human beings that we have sweat spore. Imagine when you are sweating, when there is heat, you can bring out sweat through the sweat pore in your body. But in the case of laying hen, they don't have sweat glands. So a sweat gland is like an organ whereby it's a medium through which you take out the sweat out of the body.
Yes.
So whenever there is increase in temperature, they have a kind of heat load in their body system, and they find it difficult for them to dissipate the heat. And that is why when you say laying hen, during a period of heat stress, they open their beak that we call panting. So the process of panting is for them to get rid of the excess heat out of their system. But this panting comes with a challenge. When there is excessive panting, it leads to a condition we call respiratory alkalosis, because it's going to increase the partial pressure of carbon dioxide and also elevates. It's going to, there will be a loss of partial pressure of carbon dioxide from the body system. So, and this excessive loss of carbon dioxide is going to increase the blood pH. And once the blood pH increases in the laying hen, we say C2 is going to bind the ionized calcium that they use for eggshell formation. It's going to bind the ionized calcium to protein, which one of them is albumin. So it's bound to the protein, and it makes the concentration, the amount of ionized calcium not to be enough in the body system, which affects the eggshell quality formation. And we have a lot of other effects of heat stress, not apart from the fact that it causes respiratory alkalosis. It also affects what they call the electrolytes and the oxygen balance in the body. Because it has a way of reducing the blood concentration, which is the hemoglobin and hematocrit. So these are what we test in my study. And we also look at the performance to see what is the effect of heat stress on feed intake, what is the effect of heat stress on the egg production, and what is the effect of heat stress in feed conversion ratio. Are they eating very well, and are they converting into meat or not? So those are what the parameters that we measure in my study, and those are the stuff that I presented in my data. So we also look at the effect of heat stress on egg quality to see what is the effect of heat stress for the hen that is under thermoneutral room and those under heat stress. We want to see the effect on egg quality parameter such as the percent yolk weight, such as albumin, percent albumin height, the percent of mean weight. We want to see on all units. We want to see the effect on yolk weight in gram or the mean weight, which is that show the quality of egg. And we see we have a lot of interesting results from their analysis. So that's basically what the research is all about.
Okay, thank you. What are the final conclusions of your research?
So the final conclusion of my research, one of the things that we're able to detect is, like I mentioned earlier, that heat stress is inevitable. Okay, it's with us because weather do change. So we have fluctuation in weather. So what we need to do as animal nutritionists is to see how can we ameliorate it? What are the mechanisms that we can put in place? Can we get a genetic strain that can be resistant to heat whenever there is increase in temperature? Because you need laying hens. You need egg in the markets. You want to eat protein. You need meat. You need a good broiler production so that you can get meat. And because the heat stress is here for us, because the weather do change, what we need to do at this point is to know how do we get a kind of strategy for us to combat whenever there is heat stress. And one of the things that I've seen there in our results, because we use 2 genetic strains, we have seen that we don't have one fit all size for the kind of strain that you want to use. So it depends on your focus, in terms of the production you are going into. So if your interest is about getting probably a bigger egg size, or your production focus is about getting a good yolk from your egg, from your laying hen, you will know the type of breed to go for. So if your interest is about, you want to see the one that is adaptive in terms of the electoral loss. You want to see the one that drink more water when there is increase in temperature. The type of research that we do, we're able to tell you that, okay, I'm going to go for this strain, I will go for this strain. Because the different strain responds to cyclic stress at various points in time. And that is one of the things that we have discovered in our study. And secondly, I also established, based on other literature that have done research with heat stress, that whenever there is heat stress, it's going to affect a lot of physiological responses in laying egg. It's going to affect their feed intake. It has some immune effects on them. Yeah, it has a lot of immune edge response. It affects some of the hormonal, it causes hormonal imbalances, it causes some acid-base imbalances, a lot of issue that is around heat stress that we need to ensure that we have a strategy in place for us to ameliorate this whenever any fall into this situation.
Okay, thank you. On the other hand, what are your impressions, what your feelings about this 2025 edition of the PSA Annual Meeting?
Yeah, it has been an awesome time since we started the program. We came in on Thursday, on Sunday. The meeting started on Monday, and since Monday, it has been from one section to another. It's an annual event that if you're a poultry nutritionist, you don't want to miss it, because you see a lot of industry experts, you see a lot of faculty members, people that you've read their paper over and over again. You are here sitting down next to them when they have to talk about their research. So since Monday that we started this program, I've met a lot of big people in poultry industry, a lot of faculty members, even some of them, they've retired, they came around to come and share their knowledge. We've been to a lot of symposium whereby a lot of topics that is burning around animal nutrition has been discussed. We've seen a lot of, I just came out of what symposium that talks about the microbiome, the impact of crude fiber on microbiome, whether do we have to even give fiber to our poultry diet, to our poultry pods. They have to put it in their diet. What is the impact on the modulation on gut fiber? So on gut health. So we've seen a lot of life opening lectures that you see people talking about what they've done so far in their research. They share experiences, they share their knowledge, and the meeting has been so impactful. It has been so impactful because it's a lot of, and we have a lot of side attraction too. Not everything is not about going to the section to listen to a lot of experts. We have barbecue section. Yesterday we have a party, a mixer for students that we went there for I think 3 hours. Everybody comes around to marry. Yeah, so it's a lot of fun. So, and I appreciate the organizer of this event. They've put a lot of things in place. You see program running concurrently, different units, and people discussing different things in the world of animals, poultry science. So it has been a rewarding time for us joining this meeting. at this point in time, 2025. And we're looking forward to the next one that is coming up in Canada, 2026.
Okay, thank you very much. That's it for today. So on behalf of Avinews International, we really appreciate your time, and we expect to see you tomorrow.
Oh, thank you so much, David.
so much.
Thank you for the work you are doing.
Okay,
Have a good day. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.